Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I need you guys to continue praying for me by Peter disliking the video and just thinking about me as you're Peter disliking it. I really think this is a big one. Here's why. 2 months ago, when I was in Taiwan, my grandmother had just passed away, and I asked my grandmother when she makes it to the other side to talk to Mary Curry to set me up on a blind date with one of her descendants. Now, the girl that I met wasn't necessarily a descendant of Mary Curry, but there's some important connection there. I When I was in Taiwan, I reactivated my old Bumble account. I don't know why. Possibly because I was thinking about the prayer to grandmother and I thought it might be answered. And then I met a girl over in Taiwan and we kind of hit it big, but unfortunately, she lives in Taiwan. I'm here in Phoenix, and be kind of tricky for me to pivot my career to Taiwan. She's not going to be moving here to the US either. And unfortunately, I don't have nearly as good luck with dating here in the US compared to Taiwan. Cultural differences, right? Uh, so as a joke, I went back to Bumble and I asked people to swipe left on my account. Just out of, I was pretty much giving up the account and I decided to have one last laugh, just like Peter dislikes you. I wanted to see what would happen. Long story short, I met a girl who liked the idea that some guy could think outside the box. But unfortunately, she was using the Bumble while traveling as well. And on Valentine's Day, I'm gonna take a trip to go see her. I need a vacation anyway. I'll take a trip to go see her. While talking to her, we were sharing photographs, her recent birthday party, and when I did the math, I discovered that she was born almost exactly on the 100-year anniversary of Mary Curry discovering radium. It was like Mary Curry talking to me. I decided to play another prank. You know, I have good rapport with one of my students, and he thought it was kind of funny that I would be willing to travel to go see a girl that I only saw one time and that I met on such weird circumstances, right? Asking for a dislike and all that. I didn't think my student would recognize Mary Curry, so I created a Bumble profile with Mary Curry with her photograph, and I wrote that she had recently lost her husband in a tragic accident. The two of them were crossing the street, and her husband couldn't shut up about an interesting nuclear idea, and before anybody could react, he got run over by a car. That's what I wrote. And long story short, I was hoping to get her profile to match my profile so that I could go brag to my student who was laughing at me for using the dating profile. But before I could find my profile, Mary Curry couldn't stop getting likes on Bumble. I was going to go to the store to buy a gift card so that I could use the gift card to sign up for a subscription on Mary Curry's account. I was hoping to fish for how guys interact with a girl as hot as Mary Curry. But before I could get a chance to do that, the profile got reported and deleted. And then I heard Mary Curry's presence. She was telling me that just to be myself, I don't need to fish for answers. And so that was good too. All right, so I'm gonna be going to Texas in a few weeks, but pray for my safety. I'm starting to have anxiety about the flight there. We had two plane crashes in the space of you see, that plane crash really hit me hard because I get really excited when the plane's about to land and I'm finally gonna make it to whatever and I'm gonna be in one piece, right? And the accident literally happened like right as the runway was in sight, right? And I guess I won't be able to celebrate until I could actually get off the plane, right? After all, terrorism could happen on the runway as well, right? So I guess I won't celebrate it until I actually arrive at the girl's place, right? After seeing what happened last week, um, I had a fear of flying for many years after 9/11 and Columbia. 9/11 Columbia really hit me hard. I was in my teens when both of those happened, and I didn't want to fly for many years after that. I've come to learn that the most dangerous part of a flight actually isn't the accidents or the terrorism. I'll let you pause the video. What's the most likely thing to kill you when you fly from A to B? Believe it or not, it's actually the fact that there's a lot more radiation up there. You're much more likely to be killed by interstellar radiation from a flight than you are from any sort of accidents or terrorism. Of course, if you get killed by interstellar radiation on a flight, your death certificate isn't going to mention the flight, right? It's going to say cancer or some other disease, right? And you won't know which flight caused it either, right? All right, and then pray that things go right when I do see her as well. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.